it's going to be tough, but definitely going to be an exciting one to watch, and hopefully it'll be an exciting one to cast as well. As our players are joining in here, get right underway.
So you can get an early start here. Risen is going to go face off and pull it back for the blue team. Stumped into the corner. Art of War stops it right in front of the net. Sentinel can't get a shot in the goal. And that's going to lead to a counter for the orange team. Pressure there.
Yeah, Ground Boys are looking good with a lot of quick pressure in this one. They can get a long clear and follow it up with some supporting pressure. That's the best way to get a goal. So far, Tornadoes have had a few good offensive chances, but haven't really been able to maintain a ton of pressure. It's only 30 seconds in, so not a ton has happened. But I always say that pressure can make the difference, but so can having no one back, as Tetnal's going to get a chance here. That guy, what a save. Yeah, he just gets back. Definitely rotations are going to be a big thing too, especially in these minor league games. Rotations can make or break your game. So we'll have to look out for which team can get the better of that.
Mm-hmm. Back and forth so far here in the first minute. The best chance going for the Tornadoes so far. Another chance for Legendary. As the Ground Boys push back the other way, past the defender, and that guy will leave it up in the corner for Risen to try to clear. But touches can't be real.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to sneak in. What happened there?
Strike first. The bad rotation by the Tornadoes.
Yeah, Risen was driving for boost. Art of War was in goal, but he couldn't quite reach that far corner. Perfect placement, calculated by that guy. He has my favorite stat line in Rocket League right now: 1 goal with no shots. So that's definitely going to help his shooting percentage for the season. As Tetnal's going to get a save. Seeing a lot of offense. Oh, he got a shot now, so he's 1 shot for 1 goal. And close. Yeah, second shot comes out, but just off the post.
Tornado's going to take it up the left side into the Ground Boys corner, but it's stopped early, and a counterattack is started, but Risen will keep it in the attacking zone for Tornadoes. Good pressure here. Tornadoes. Ball's going to be left up for Art of War, and an easy clear for that guy. Risen tries to stop it again, but it goes off the mid wall into the Ground Boys offensive zone. Missed by Legendary. Leaves the ball just sitting there.
Oh, big chance. That guy. Oh.
That guy just missed.
Oh, here's a counter chance. Just wide. Very close back and forth from both teams so far. He's seen a bit of a fluke goal, and speaking of fluke goals,
another one.
That guy, Risen almost with a great save, but just sneaks over him. Just a lucky clear, I guess, from that guy. Don't know that was totally calculated, and like I mentioned earlier, the rotations or lack thereof kind of came back to bite Tornadoes on that one. They didn't quite have anyone back. Risen very nearly got to it, but couldn't quite get around, and that's a 2-0 lead in favor of the Ground Boys halfway through this game.
Yep, just over halfway point. Tenall trying to start something for the Tornadoes, pushes it into the Ground Boys zone. Risen there on the wall, centering it. Interesting bounce off the wall. Nice challenge by Legendary to keep it in the zone. Ooh, shot. And that guy with a nice save. Ball dangerously in front for the Tornadoes. Trying to get it into the net.
Hecka. Yeah, Hecka's been playing some great defense back there. Him and that guy both already at 3 saves. Somehow, Tornadoes have 4 shots and Ground Boys have 6 saves. I'm not totally sure how that math works out, but definitely some great defense from both of them. Been the difference maker so far in this one, as the Tornadoes are still out shooting the Ground Boys 4-3. But yeah, great defense from Hecka and that guy's been there for offense as well. So all around well played by the Ground Boys so far. Risen's looking to get some offense going here, but a demo comes out on Art of War, and that's going to kind of spell the end of that offensive chance.
Push back to middle with Ground Boys chasing, trying to get it deeper into the Tornado zone. Good play to get it in the front of the net. Risen will get a small touch that disrupts a little bit of momentum.
Oh, jeez.
Tornadoes
Taze
trying
again.
to get it out, but good stops by Ground
Oh,
Boys will result in a goal.
super well played. I think Taze was the MVP of that play. He had 2 great dunks to keep it in the zone there, and it just left the net wide open, and Hecka got a nice strong shot to sneak it past all the defenders. Super well played from them, and it might be that time of game where Tornadoes are going to start looking forward to the next one. There's only a minute to go, and they're 3 goals down. Here's a chance, but good save by Taze. Going to stop that one, and that guy looks for it on the wall. Can't quite find it. But he will definitely take a ball just sitting there. Oh, what a shot! Oh, man, that was super close.
Ground Boys seem to have someone in position for every shot, and Tornadoes are kind of on their heels, just trying to get a save and a clear, but the clears aren't coming easy, as Ground Boys are relentless on their attacks. Here we go, Tornadoes trying to get it into the zone. And once again, stopped by Ground Boys. And almost cleared. Working on a high ball towards the center. Sorry to cut you off.
I think at this point the game's officially over, so Tornadoes are going to fall in this one. They'll look to get one more here for a bit of momentum going into the next one, but Ground Boys look like they're not going to let that happen. And that one's going to drop. Taze with the last touch of the game gives Ground Boys the first win of the best-of-5 series here. Give them a nice lead. Art needs a restart, so we'll have a second in this one. Analyze some stat lines here. He's apparently having issues all game, so that definitely could be a contributing factor.
Mm-hmm.
Another big factor that I want to point out is that the Tornadoes, being the 1 seed, they sat out the first game, so they might not be as much as warmed up as the Ground Boys are. So
not sure if they got a chance to watch the first game. Well, I guess the first game wasn't streamed, so they probably didn't. But
yeah, but they had a lot of experience with Tornadoes this season, so
yeah,
should have some good idea of how they play. But yeah, just couldn't quite get anything going in that one. Tetnal with 4 shots was all the shots that the Tornadoes had, while that guy had 5 shots of his own, and Hecka and Taze had another couple shots, and just all around outshot Tornadoes 8-4. Big difference there. Saves are pretty even, but just couldn't quite follow Tornadoes' way.
Yep, the Tornadoes need to spread the wealth around, get some other people some shots. Risen only scored 90 points in that last game, which is very unlike him. Just need to find a way to get out of their zone and get out of the attack of the Ground Boys.
Yeah, it's it's probably a lot of things in these type of games, but rotations are definitely something that always helps. And then that kind of might spread down to some communication as well. So we'll have to see if either team can get that to work for them. Tornadoes were definitely struggling a little bit in the first one. Ground Boys seemed to be nice and warmed up, and maybe Art of War fixing his stuttering issues will help him out as well. Just have to see. And
hopefully it's not a huge issue for him, and we can get back underway shortly.
A nice fair game. Players are joining into our remade lobby here, so should be getting underway soon. Apologies for the delay again. Technical difficulties. Wouldn't be ORSA without them. But yeah, it should be a good one. It's a best of 5 as well, so Tornadoes can at least a little bit afford a bit of a slow start.
Yep, agreed. Tons of time left.
Yeah, definitely not going to be super excited to be going down a game to none early on, but it's not the end of the world in a best of 5 series. So they'll hopefully just be able to. Oh, go ahead.
This one will be important because if they go down 2-0, they'll have no momentum for them and be facing elimination with only one more loss. So
yeah, it'll be 3 straight series points for Ground Boys in that one. But yeah, hopefully they'll get a win here. We did see every single regular season game go to 3, so I mean this game obviously has to go to 3. That's the best of 5, so 3 wins to take it, but just based on regular season, we might see this one go all the way to 5, which would be exciting. I don't know who we're still waiting for on this one. Just
Looks like
Art of
Art of
War,
War
I
is
think.
not back. Yep.
To get an SSD.
There we go.
Everyone's joined up.
Join it in.
We'll get underway with our second game here in the best of 5 semifinals of ORSA Dynasty Cup Season 1. That guy and Risen on the kickoff. Countdown's underway. And
Here we
away the
go.
players go.
Tornadoes will push it into the Ground Boys zone first, but Ground Boys immediately push it back with a shot on the mythic crossbar.
Oh no! The own goal!
Don't know what he's doing, but he'll jump and have no real control and unfortunately tap that ball in. Ground Boys up 1-0, 9 seconds in.
Yeah, there was a bit of a whiff came out from Risen, and Tetnal was just not really in a great position to make any sort of good save on that one, so kind of got caught out a bit unlucky. Yeah. As Risen. Aerial touch here. Good touch. Yeah, the early lead in this one might be all the difference. Definitely be a big deal and stuff like this.
Yep.
Especially with Tornadoes in dire need of a bit of momentum here, one way or another. They have no goals so far, so.
And the fact that they're playing one of the best teams in the league. And noted there, that guy with a great aerial goal, putting up Ground Boys 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a good shot. Not too much it could be done either way. On the Tornadoes end, so very well played by that guy. He's been probably the MVP of the series so far in this one. 3 goals so far out of 4 that Ground Boys have got, or 5, I guess. So, yeah, very well played for him.
Yes, it's looking great. Ground Boys once again in the Tornado zone. Legendary trying to clear it up towards the middle. Risen going for it, but that guy beats him to it and scores once again.
Yeah, the aerial master can definitely be a big difference maker in minor league type of games. Some players can struggle to get up a bit, but that guy has been having no troubles at all with that. And yeah, just big play after big play from him. 3-0 lead to Ground Boys already.
Not a great start.
Yeah, only a minute into this game. It's already looking pretty dire for the Tornadoes. So hopefully they'll be able to get themselves back into this one and make a series out of this. But right now it's not looking too good. Here's a chance. Is gonna. Oh, what a save by that guy.
That guy there again.
Both ends of the field.
Tornado's trying to keep it in the zone and get some more passing plays towards the center. High aerial ball. That Don't Taste Me will get to first. Tornado's backed up into their zone. Gets it to the center, but a demo on Art of War.
Oh, here's a big chance. Oh, good save. Whiffs come out from both players. Heka is looking to touch toward the middle, but no one's there to follow it up. That guy is there to keep it in. Gets a
great pass.
Field, but Heka can't. Tasman going for the touch is not going to fall his way. Double commit there from Tornadoes, which is definitely not quite what you want to see. Especially as a team that's been playing together all season. Those double commits can kind of ruin some things, and probably should not be happening this far into the season. But you know, it still happens even at the highest levels. So we'll have to look out for it as a shot's coming in. Not quite.
Yep, and like you said, this is Tornado's first match of the day. They got a first round bye, so they may have a little bit of jitters for first time in a playoff match and streamed.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Goal by Risen.
Risen.
Not having the best day so far.
Oh, boy. Heka so far. 2 goals in this game. 1 shot. Neither of those goals were really his own. You know, it happens. Yeah, like you were saying, the bye in the first round can definitely be a killer. In the last Boost Cup season, we had the ladder style playoffs, so the 4 seed had to play 3 games while the 1 seed was just waiting in the grand finals for him. And the 4 seed ended up going all the way to the finals, so they had their momentum to carry him, but they couldn't quite close it out. As that guy, what a shot!
Just great shots all around from him.
Yeah, saved by Art of War, but what a shot!
Risen, nice play to beat the ground boys to the ball and clear it. But Legendary's going to shoot it in a little high. Ground boys easily there. No, Art of War gets the shot off just high.
Oh,
Finally some pressure from the Tornadoes.
Very close save there, but well done by that guy. And another thing similar to the playoff jitters and stuff is that a lot of these players have not been streamed before.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that can get to a lot of people's heads. So that might be something too. They've got 41 viewers right now, so plenty of people watching them. Can definitely be a bit of a mindset changer. As Heka's getting another shot, but well saved by Risen.
Just under a minute left here. Still 4-0 in favor of the ground boys. Tornado has a lot of work to do. Just why they kind of needed that to get something started. But that's a lot of goals in 45 seconds. So they need to get some momentum headed into game number 3, because they got to win 3 more after this if they want to beat the ground boys.
I will say that the Tornadoes have looked a lot better in the last minute or two of this one than they have the whole rest of the series. They've been getting a lot more pressure, a lot more shots on goal. But
got to be a little more aggressive, and that's what happens when you do get shots over the top. And just a dagger for the ground boys.
Heka with a hat trick in this one, and that guy pulling off a cycle as well. So congrats to both of them. Very well played so far. And Taze as well has an assist to his name, so he's definitely not been slacking. All-around team effort here from the ground boys. Looks like I really don't think there's any way for the Tornadoes to come back in this one.
No, I don't see a way either.
They'll be looking for one more goal to get a little bit of momentum going into the next one, but definitely not looking like it's going to happen, as that guy is definitely not taking his foot off the gas. Potential shot. Oh, what a pass. Don't tase me, bro. Gets the finish. So goals all across the board. That's also enough to give that guy a double cycle in this one.
Wow.
So very, very well played by him. And I guess for anyone who doesn't know, a cycle is 1 point in each of the 4 stat categories Rocket League offers: goals, assists, saves, and shots. And a double cycle that guy's got right now is 2 of each. Who got the hangover? That would be that guy. I think he had 4 shots in this one. Very well played.
Yes, and staying on this the subject of cycles, I was looking at stats a little bit earlier, and for the minor leagues, ground boys and Tornadoes have the most cycles. The other 4 teams have, I think it was 8 or 10 combined. Both these teams have double-digit cycles during the regular season, and obviously you can see that here. That guy keeping that trend up for the ground boys. Cycles all day.
Yeah, I mean, this was just a super, super dominant performance. It was the shot line was actually not that far spread.
No.
All things considered, it was looks like 7 shots for the ground boys to 5 shots on the Tornadoes end. So really not a huge difference. But then 6 goals on the ground boys, 7 shots. Only 1 save coming out from Art of War, whereas Tornadoes got no goals on their 5 shots. And looks like a substitution is coming out here.
That's what it appears to be.
Someone's trying to join. Tetno left. Hopefully someone will be joining back in. Olivar. It's going to be our new Tornado. So maybe a bit of a lineup change is what.
Yeah, let's see who's coming out.
Mix it up.
Oh,
yeah.
Tetno.
Yeah, Tetno dropped Olivar in.
See how that shakes it up for the Tornadoes, if they can get something going here in game number 3.
Yeah, and I mean, even if Olivar is not as good of a player as Tetno, sometimes it's just any sort of change can get you out of a rut, and that can be the difference maker. Olivar immediately getting some good pressure and turned into an offensive opportunity early here for the Tornadoes. And 10 seconds into this one, they're already doing better than the last game where they were already down a goal at this point. So that is something to look forward to. Some early success, but definitely a lot more offensive pressure in this one as Art of War accidentally clears it.
don't think Ground Boys have really had any control inside the tornado zone yet here. Only 30 seconds in, however. Art of War, nice dump to pass. Olivar just a little bit wide.
I don't know that the ball has crossed midfield once this game. So super, super solid pressure from Tornadoes so far. Playing with a bit more urgency. I don't know if it's too little too late. As the ball's going to... Oh, nope, still not across midfield. Thought it was going to make it there, but didn't see Risen in the back. And here it looks like it'll finally go. Don't tase me, bro, along the wall. But immediately put back in, and that guy's there with a shot. Risen with an early save. Don't tase me, bro. Passes it somewhere. Risen's going to be first one to it, but a good dunk from Heka.
Ground Boys finally with some pressure. Heka will put it up off the wall, but Tornadoes will clear, or try to clear, as that guy slams it back in from midfield. Trying to get some shots on here. And Risen slowly dribbling it out. Gets it over that guy. Art of War, hard clear across the field. Then a 50-50 win by Olivar.
Oh, what a save.
That guy continues to be all over the field.
Yeah, I think his aerial superiority has definitely been a bit of a difference maker in this one. He's been up first to everything, been getting crazy shots that people just aren't ready for on the Tornadoes' end, and really dominating play, topping the scoreboard in both games. A pretty crazy pinch, gets a ton of power on that one.
We just saw Olivar bump a ground boy just a minute ago. We haven't really seen much of that in the game so far. Maybe that is a change that they made, the Tornadoes have made, to try to get ground boys off the rotations, off their game.
Yeah, I mean, even just bumps can, maybe tilt players a little bit. Have a bit of a psychological effect as Taze gets a shot. No follow-up just yet. There it is going to sneak off the post. Heka is going to whiff. Don't Tase Me Bro is going to whiff. Olivar is going to whiff. And Risen finally gets a hit on the ball. All is turning into a good offensive opportunity, but that guy with another great save.
He didn't have to move much. Olivar shot it right to him, but a chance is a chance, and the scoring chance is going to lead to some more momentum for the Tornadoes.
Oh, and there's their first goal of the series.
Olivar puts him up 1-0.
Only took them 13 minutes of game time, but here they are. 2 minutes to go in this one, and they've got the lead. First time all series as well. So, yeah, Chrono Loose as the sub is working out here, which it definitely is so far. Tornadoes have looked way better. And it shows with their first goal of the series and their first lead of the series. Now Olivar is getting a second shot. That guy can't quite get there. Olivar is going to put it in all by himself.
And he's wearing the crown, and right now he's the king of Game 3. 2 goals coming in as a sub. 153 remaining. Can they build on that, or at least hold off the Ground Boy attack to clinch Game 3? Ground Boys almost had 100 goals in their 30 games, which was the most out of the minor league teams.
Yeah, I mean, Ground Boys were... And we saw their offensive superiority in the first couple of games. They put up, I think it was 11 goals or 10 goals or something like that in 2 games, so continuing the trend. But this game, they just can't quite seem to get anything going. Tornadoes have been putting on pretty relentless pressure in this one, and the few chances that Ground Boys have got the other way just haven't been able to fall, as Olivar is there for a pass. Almost gets it, but Don't Tase Me Bro clears it into the corner. But there's another Tornadoes player there to put it back in, and just the relentless pressure has definitely been the difference maker in this one.
Ground Boys looking for any sort of scoring chance to cut this game deficit in half. But they're going the wrong way, and not great clears attempts right now. That guy finally gets out the middle, but Art of War is there to send it back in and keep the pressure on. Like you mentioned, Ground Boys have got it in the zone a few times, but haven't really sustained any pressure. No passes or anything going on right now. Finally looking at some opportunities. Nice high pass, no one there, or very late. And Don't Tase Me Bro tapping it in, making it a 1-goal game here with 32 seconds remaining.
Yeah, we just saw some whiffs, a bit of a team bump coming out, just a bit of miscommunication, but That is absolutely huge for the Ground Boys as they've brought themselves within a goal. 30 seconds to go, so we'll have to see if they can do anything about it, but they've put themselves in a position for potential success in this one. As that guy's looking to do a bit of his magic. Gets a great centering pass.
Oh, no.
Doesn't quite fall.
That's going to be huge.
Oh, and that sneaks over the defender. It's just rolling down the field and killing time, which is absolutely what the Tornadoes want.
Don't take me, one more attack.
Yep. Oh,
Risen
there's a
says
dunk.
no.
That's going to be it. And it is. Hits the ground. Tornadoes taking game 3 in this one. Huge plays. Yeah, Olivar was
making a difference in that one. Coming out as MVP in his first game.
Yep.
Four shots.
4 shots, yeah. Neither of his teammates had any shots. They both had a save, though. Olivar, both goals. They actually got outshot in that one as well. That guy with another hangover. Don't tase me, bro, had 2 shots of his own and a goal. But 5 shots to 4 was not really enough to change the outcome of the game. Tornadoes pulled it out in the end. But Ground Boys got one more at the end, which might be a bit of momentum to go into the next one.
Yep, looking forward to game 4 here. This game 3 is a little more of what we were expecting, back and forth between 2 of the best teams in the minor league, and a very close game with Ground Boys having an opportunity to take it downfield at the end there. What are you looking for in game 4? Anyone come to mind needing to have a big game here?
I mean, that guy was definitely, at least on the offensive end of the ball, a bit quieter that game than he was the previous 2. And I mean, on the other side of the field, Olivar came in as a sub and stepped straight up with an MVP performance, both goals for his team. Really the difference maker, I think. So I think that those are going to be the players from each team to watch out for. And right away, Olivar is getting a shot. And don't tase me, bro. Almost gets an own goal. Olivar with a second shot, and don't tase me, bro gets the clear on that one.
2 shots, 10 seconds in. Olivar is continuing his game 3 ways. Back, gathering the ball in his own corner, pass to Ground Boys. Gonna dribble it, try to get a shot on net. And Hecka meets him there. Trying to push. Go ahead.
I mean, already this game we're seeing a lot of that pressure that I think really won Tornadoes their first one is Risen. Oh, super close save, but it's sitting right in front of the goal. And that guy, also as predicted, is here for some big plays. Risen got a touch on it, but it took a bit of an unlucky for him bounce in the corner of the goal there and rolled straight back into the middle. That guy was happy to turn that into a goal. So 2 players that I said were going to be the big difference maker have really been the 2 standout performances so far. 45 seconds into this one. Hecka.
And a goal again by the Ground Boys. Quickly after the first one, that guy, nice aerial pass to Hecka. He'll put it far side where Olivar can't nearly reach. 2-0 Ground Boys.
Yeah, and I mean, it's definitely been all about Hecka and that guy in this one. They each have a goal. They each have an assist. So they've been having some good combo team plays so far in this one. And, I mean, that's something that we really haven't seen out of the Tornadoes, as that guy's going to have a nice, easy shot on that one. Assisted by Don't Tase Me, Bro. Just rolls off the corner of the wall, and that guy's there.
Again, Risen not looking like himself as he misses that touch off the wall, leading to an easy goal for the Ground Boys. See if he can shore himself up here. Tornadoes win that face-off. Heart of War pushes it downfield, and Hecka will meet it and counter. Olivar back for the save, but the Ground Boys keep it down low in the zone of the Tornadoes.
Yeah, and it's really been, after the first 30 seconds or so, it's really been all about the Ground Boys in this one. They kind of reversed roles and have been putting a ton of pressure, as that's a great shot coming out from that guy, but Risen's there to deny it. It's really just been all about the pressure of the Ground Boys in this one. They've been putting a ton of shots on goal. They're already up to 7 in this game. We're not even 2 minutes in so far. So that's a pretty crazy stat right there. And it's been paying off.
Yep, Oliver with a chance here, past 2 defenders, but he'll lose control of the ball, and Don't Tase Me will have an easy.
Oh, what a dunk!
Nice. Tornado's trying to get an opportunity here. Ground Boys, Hecka misses it, trying to clear it here. Good clear up the center of the field. Risen deep back in a good position to send that one back in. Oliver up for it. Can't get.
Hecka's along the wall getting the clear. Shot comes out from Risen. Art of War is there to keep it in the zone. 2-on-1 chance here, but maybe a bit of miscommunication as Risen hits it away from goal, away from his own teammate. I can definitely imagine that the Tornadoes are probably getting a bit flustered at this point, so it might result in a few communication breakdowns. What a save from Hecka with the back foot. Really well done by him, and Don't Tase Me Bro kind of denied a bit of an open goal opportunity there, so a bit of miscommunication on both ends of the ball here, but definitely been going a bit better for Ground Boys so far, to say the least.
Yep, and that's going to lead Tornadoes to down 3 goals under 2 minutes here, so like you said, getting to crunch time, and probably getting a little jittery knowing that their season is on the line here after playing such an outstanding season. Unfortunate that they have to play the Ground Boys in the semifinals, but they do have a minute and a half left to try to extend this to Game 5. Good pass by Art of War, and Oliver just gets beat.
Yeah, and there's another great shot coming from that guy. What a save by Art of War off the post. But Hecka's there for another one. Art of War gets a second save. Farming stats off these guys. Hecka with a... Yeah, it's turned into a centering pass, and that guy is going to lob that one in. That is a... Yeah, it's a hat trick for him, and Hecka as well with a cycle in this one.
Outstanding pressure there by the Ground Boys.
Yeah, they were just not letting the ball exit. Shot after shot after shot, block all the clears. Eventually it turns into a goal. Really hard to stop play like that.
Tornadoes down 4 goals. Look for some aggressive plays, and not what you want.
Nope. Tase there for to get in the way of that clear, and obviously a bit of rotational breakdown, I guess, and the goal was wide open there for him. So happy to capitalize, take that one home, and here's immediately another chance, but he's not going to follow it up himself.
No boost.
Yeah.
That guy will keep it in. Nice touch by Tase Me to center it. All just hanging up there. Whiffs the lure, and more miscommunications by the Tornadoes before Oliver finally gets it cleared. Sorta.
Good clear now from Art of War, and it's a 3-on-1 for the Tornadoes here. But all the Ground Boys players recover in time. 30 seconds left in this one. I think it's safe to say that this game's over. I don't know that there is a way in Rocket League to get 6 goals or even 5 goals in 30 seconds. So looking like it's gonna be the end of this one. Ground Boys are looking to keep the ball out of their net, save a bit of dignity here, while the Tornadoes are looking to put one in to save a bit of face. But final countdown here: 3, 2, 1, and Hecka goes for one more for the road. Doesn't quite happen, but Ground Boys are going to be your semifinal winners here in 4 games.
And they'll clinch their ticket to the finals, and I'm sure we'll be heavy favorites after that performance. Just dominating fashion, 3 of the 4 games.
Yeah, that was huge. I think they